Hey everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDogger Weekly. Welcome to Good Morning DiscDog. It is, Thursday, September 23rd. Woohoo, here we are. Facebook user, do you want to go to this link here? Oh, no, not that one. chat.restream.io/FB. There it is right there. And that will allow you to get your avatar and your username set up. Those of you guys on YouTube, you'll come through as your username. But groups and pages on Facebook require a authorization to chat with your name over here. So how's everything going? It's going well here in Gray Summit, center of the DiscDog universe. Just getting rolling here. Got to get dogs out and stuff this morning, but yeah, everything's going pretty well. Hope everything's going well with you. Good morning or good midnight from us. Good midnight. That would maybe be an Aussie. Good midnight. So yeah, I'm gonna run through a little bit of content here. I'm available for any questions that come up. We have some cool stuff on the agenda for this morning. And some puppy stuff. We're gonna do some Wham things and a couple of cool little throwing things. So. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's Bo. I bet it is. But we don't know. He's just Facebook user. Facebook user. All right, we can have a guest. Hey Robin, what's up? How are you? Sagepaw, what's going on? Cool. Can't afford it. It's rough. It's rough out there, Anu. It's rough out there. Cool. So let's see. First thing I'm gonna share with you guys is a piece from DiscDogger Weekly a while back, or I'm sorry, from Diskwando class a while back. Oleg and I were talking about Anheuser throws and flexing the disc. We've been doing a lot of flexing the disc, a lot of upside down stuff for leaping and for collection for the dogs, tracking. So here, let's cruise on over and check this out. Yes, top. Karam. Good cat. What? All right. So you follow that at all, Oleg, or no?
Yeah, I can see the difference between
Georgios.
trajectory of simple Anheuser and flex, but I miss how to release flex.
Right. So a flex shot. We were talking about Anheuser and flight trajectory. So let me grab a disc here. The idea of a flex shot. So our discs, when they go too fast, they roll, right? So I make the throw, and I throw it hyzer. It stands up. If I throw it too hard, it rolls over. Flex shot doesn't happen very often with dog discs because they're understable, but the disc would come out of our hands and cruise this way, and then it would get tired and slow, and then it would stop, switch directions, and fade off. This happens a lot downwind. You can actually make it happen, and I'm gonna demonstrate that here. Right. Am I on? I'm on. And I'm on. All right. And again, this is an excerpt from class from, I think this was last fall. All right, so laser beam, you good here? It's gonna be, turn my thumb under real sharp, right? The anhyzer throw is gonna be much softer. It'll be thrown up here, right? And so what you can see that disc curving to the right a little bit. Laser beam, boom, right? Hopefully you can also see it kind of starting to turn back. Boom. You can see it changing from real aggressive to more flat. Better? Ding or Mango, whoever's scratching, please. It'll be better from the GoPro. Eppie. Yes, dog catch. Yes, good man. Joe, great work. So yeah, Oleg, I think the key is to know that you have a flex point, right? Flex point. So disc, it's going to go from here to there at the net. And so I'm going to try and control these. See it start to switch, like right there. It starts to switch. I can have that flex point. You see that pink cone out there, way out there? This is way past the net. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Behind. Oleg humored me. I can have that same flex point happen out there. See it? Right there.
Yeah.
Did you see it? So I can have that flex point at the 2. Or I can flex it at the pink cone. Right? And by adjusting that point, so here I'll have it flex really early. And now I'll have it flex at the 2. And now I'll have it flex at that cone. All right, let's look at that again, because this is the whole point of this session. So right, and by this adjusting that point, so that is already turning back to the left before the net. So here I'll have it flex really early. Right, and so this one is already turning back, and we're well before the net. Now I'll have it flex at the 2. And now I'll have it flex at that cone. At the 2, real early. You follow?
Yeah.
Whoa, Eppie. Yeah, you're very helpful. Did you know that? Very helpful. Can't reach it. You're gonna get them all. So, a little bit of stuff on flexing a disc, depth, right? We've been throwing a lot of anhyzer stuff, upside down stuff, which does have that flex point, in order to get the dogs to collect. When they see it shift from anhyzer to hyzer, they get a big clue to pay attention and then leap. Perfect, yeah. Let me see here. Bo or Sim, I think it's probably Bo though. What situation would you use it in? So, you know what? I'll go ahead and pull this up. I'll pull up some super. So here's the situation where we're currently. Okay, so I want to. We picked up this move that. Yeah, Yes, Eppie, don't shit in the field. Don't shit on the field, Eppie. Don't do it. All right, come on, handsome. So I'm gonna go around, get out. I'm gonna actually throw an upside down staker. So this is essentially a flanking set point drill. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and deliver this disc. I'm gonna try and get it to flex at about 3 to 4 strides away from me. That'll be about 7-8 yards. And we're going to try and set up around 1 stride, 2 stride, 3 stride leap. We're using that flex point, the upside down disc. I think I can set 3 strides from right where I'm at to trigger that leap, to trigger some focus, and to trigger a leap. That's awesome. Out. Yes, around, get out. And so each of these, I'm just trying to pitch it out there 3 strides. So he goes boom, 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 leap. You see that little stutter step? He had a little flutter step there in his collection. Throughout this, his collection gets nice and solid. Whoa. Look at him, good man. Around, get out. Go back to it here. Yes, good man. And so, Bo, I'm using that depth right there at 7-8 yards, 3, hopefully less than 4 strides. And we're setting it up so that he can repetitively get a good look and leap at it. And again, I'm calling it a set point drill. And what I really like about this session is that upside down thing going there, I think is solid. After a few reps, I know he's not a huge leaper, but he's not a big dog, right? But he puts a nice, pretty leap on everything, and that's a good. I think that's solid. After just a few reps, watch him address this disc. Yes, boom, 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 leap, right? Like he was going for that leap very purposefully right from the get-go. There too. Yes, good man. And his entire gait and speed has changed. He's now like bebopping around. That was a regular floater, which he normally over pursues pretty seriously. Yes, good man. And he kept it nice and slow and smooth and collected. Round, get out. Catch. Yes, good man. Out, round, get out. So I'll toss him out there. Yes, good. And this is just making the play, capitalizing on that pace of play that we were using. Yes, oh, that was pretty, Eppie. Yeah, way to get those extra. Way to pick up those dog points. Those Eppie. Extra dog points, yeah. Yeah, totally. So that's a situation we would use that in. In general, the idea of that flex point, it's the hover point on a floater throw, right? And Bo, you're super aware of that point where we want to get it to stick out there to really entice the dogs to leap. The only difference is when we're doing the floater throw or the backhand, we're kind of manhandling it, spinning the shit out of it, imposing our will on it to make it sticky and hover out there. And with the Anheuser throw or the upside down throw, you're allowing the disc and the mechanics of the disc to accomplish that. And actually here we were talking about the difference between an S shot, an S shot, and a flex shot. And we could talk more about that. An S shot, the disc does the work. You throw it on the angle, it goes up, it starts to roll and it can't roll anymore. It's going too slow, then it turns, it comes back. That would be an S shot. And a flex shot, you're ripping on it and you lean on it and you pull the shit out of it and you make it roll really hard and you work it against itself, and then finally out there it gets too tired and comes back. And the regular floater is a little more like that flex shot. So the cool thing about this idea, the leaping stuff, you get that late read for the dog, which is what we've been using for premature jumpulation. And then as a thrower and understanding discs, you get to practice depth, wing angle, and attack at depth. And you get more understanding about what's happening with the disc. So those are good questions, Bo. If anybody else has questions, you guys are more than welcome. Flex point, upside down throws. We've done a bunch of stuff on that recently. Yeah, very good distance control drill. That's a good question, Sasha. Yeah, so there's a shit ton baked into that. All right. The dog will be a good tracker when the handler does a good job of setting discs that need to be tracked. Sounds dumb, I know. But your first dog is really good at tracking because you're a shitty thrower. Your second dog is not very good at tracking because you're a much better thrower and you never throw anything shitty for that dog. High throws, high hyzer throws, high anhyzer throws, throws that go out to the left from setting the flank to 10, 11 o'clock. That would be, you want to get that angle real, you want a variety of angles leaving you, and you want a variety of angles and curves for the dog to have experience tracking and chasing. I would also recommend spaced out and greedy. Play those games when you get a chance and do them for tracking. That was a good question. Oh, second part of that question. My new puppy doesn't seem to understand that. Maybe she's too young. Sasha caught something at 4 months. Layla doesn't follow the frisbee at 14 weeks. Visual acuity does not come together for dogs until later. It takes a special dog or a special circumstance or a good bit of luck to have that turn on earlier than 12, 14, 16 weeks. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and developmentally it's hard, I think, for them to attenuate to a target as clearly as we need them to for a catch. The catching, again, go back to you being a shitty thrower. When it was all over the map, the dog really had to look for it, head on a swivel. Where's it going to be? With you doing a good job of setting it in front of the dog and making the throw so it's real reliable and easy to catch. Dog doesn't have to look hard. It isn't that important. It doesn't register as much as some of the other things in the environment. So not at all surprised. A lot of dogs don't have visual acuity for catching until at least 4 months. Yep, I'm sure you are, Anu. What you want to do to give them the most time possible, make your throws into the wind so they float a little more. And you can also throw rollers. I would recommend roller, roller, roller. You need them to catch while it is moving on edge or while it is like before it has stopped on the ground. And the roller gives you lots of opportunity for that. One more thing, be sure to watch the Wham video coming up. The Bitework later in the show will have bridging the take. You'll want to see that. That's puppy catching and whatnot. It's a good one. Yeah, the your second dog not very good at catching and tracking and shit because you're much better. You have to go out of your way to set up situations where throws are bad enough that the dog like gets real reliable at tracking. Yep. Yep. Anu is doing rollers. She catches some. Thanks. Yep. Continue to do them. Make sure you mark real well. Make sure you mark those catches real well. And if you can slow the game down in terms of, you know, the rate of reinforcement, how excited you are, some kind of artificial pumping of the brakes when the dog doesn't catch, and then a really nice marker. Yes, awesome. That's terrific. Here we go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Oh my gosh, you're the best puppy ever. Every time the dog catches. So we have a nice discrimination or distinction between proper behavior, which is catching of the disc, and improper behavior, which is picking it up off the ground. Good marker, good energy level, and good reinforcement when the disc is caught, and a flat non-response when the disc isn't caught. Momentarily, just a moment. Enough so the dog notices that catching is really freaking cool. All right, let's move on. Let's do some bite work with Wham. Don't knock over the camera, Wham. I know that you got a problem with production. Here you go. Come on. Are you ready? All right. Everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDog Weekly. I have Wham here. She is a 5-month-old Aussie. She's amazing. And we're going to do a little bit of bite work. Wham. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Oh, what happened? Do you need to hold on? Yeah, I hope the audio isn't too good. Oh, yeah. So if I wanted to hold on to it, I can do this re-grab thing here. Moment. When you mark the teeth, when you mark the removal from the hand, come on, Wham. Oh, yeah. When you mark the removal from the hand, yes, you often get an immediate drop. Well, the way that we can fix that is to not mark once the dog is confidently biting the disc. You ready? Yeah. Oh, yeah, good. Get it. Yeah, good. So not marking and then re-grabbing. And that re-grab, guys, sets up a reason for her to hold. Pretty powerful tool, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, where is her? Yeah. Oh. And the game isn't fun unless she kind of puts it in my hand. Yes. And now she'll go ahead and hold. Yes. Through that marker. Yes. Good. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Good girl. Awesome. It's really common. Oh, what happened? I didn't Anu, this would be the kind of downtime, nice. Momentary downtime. You're such a polite little girl. The dog doesn't fly. Just enough so it's not super exciting. I want her to hold until I give that drop cue. Good. Yeah, good. Ouse. Yes. And that cue drop is what's going to make the bite happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, ouse. Yes. Good girl. Oh. You can rough her up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ouse. Yes. And I can reinforce with action instead of another bite, which is a nice thing. Ouse. Yes. I can reinforce with the around cue. As long as I offer that as a cookie instead of like, ouse. Yes. Get around. So that wasn't a cookie. You can see that. Ouse. Yes. Oh my God. You can see that that one actually was a cookie. Yeah, good. Get it. Yeah, good girl. Oh yeah, just great. Yes, good girl. Come on, audio. Key things here. The criteria for the bite. Yes, the re-grab to keep the dog holding. Audio good still, Bo? Yes, good. And now she'll hold through that marker. Ouse. Yes. And a nice solid reinforcement on the cube bite. There you go, little puppy bite work with. Get it, you want it. Wham, awesome. Yeah, those are atoms. Yep, those discs are atoms. So, little puppy bite work with Wham. So hopefully, Anu, we were just talking about that energy level. Hello, Lupo. Yeah, Funny, Georgios. The energy level when she dropped it early, I did try and fix it right away. I allowed the game to die. So Anu, with your young puppy and catching, anybody who's got a dog that's not a very good catcher, make sure that you take your time when there's a miss and you do your best to ensure that misses don't happen. So Frisbee goes around, get out, yes, drop, through, yes, catch, yes, drop, yes, twist, yes, drop, yes, I make the throw, there's a miss. Dog picks it up, drop, yes, catch, yes, drop, yes, through, blah, boom, 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 boom. Everything's yes, 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 yes. There's a miss or the dog drops early. And that becomes the punisher, and the reinforcer is playing more and playing next. And it's super powerful motivator. It's great for getting a catch on the dog and great for reinforcing drive and engagement. King or Mango, whoever's scratching, please stop. So Anu, those were Adams and Georgios. Some of them were right side up, some of them upside down. You should probably do both with Hermes. I would recommend that. Georgios's dog, Lupo, had a problem with carrying discs upside down. So yeah, any other questions on puppy bite work? We got a couple more pieces in this show with that, but we could talk about it before we move on. Not Georgios. It's definitely not Georgios. So okay, let's just cruise on through, man. Up next we have expanding the flank. Yeah, sliders, really cool reinforcer. A little upside down throw. Like this, you hold it upside down, you slide it out there. I mean, I could do it right here. Slider, right there. And it should be probably a little more exciting than that, but I guess you get the idea, right? Okay, so expanding the flank with Eppie. Real quick idea. The flank is not a circle, guys. It's not a circle. It's us moving together. It's only a circle if I turn with the dog. The flank is out to the side or with me. When you're working on flat work, getting started, common mistake is to pull the dog and keep pulling the dog, keep pulling, and the dog is going to spiral in. They're going to spin down the drain, wind up right on your heels. What you want to do is just bend the dog a little bit and use reward placement to drive the dog away from you and to drive the dog to keep the reward placement at a particular distance from you, and the dog will start to work that distance. And so here we can check out this little session with Eppie. Hey Eppie, what's up? Hey everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of Disc Weekly. I'm going to do a warm-up with Eppie. I'm going to work some flanking. I'm a big fan and I'm going to work on a real quick application of the flank. Most of the time people think they have to drag the dog all the way around, right? I got to pull the dog all the way around. And that would be like an advanced application or a purpose-driven application of the working flank. A lot of times we want to just get the dog moving on flank and then send them out. It's essentially expanding the flank. So yeah, let's do that, Eppie. Let's work on expanding the flank. You ready? Let's do it. All right, so in order to expand the flank, first I'm going to send him around throw outside. Good man, Eppie, yes. Ouse. Mackay, get out. You see that like L position or L angle? You ready? Mackay, get out. Yes. Ouse. So I'm gonna pull him here and just get like 90 degrees. Come on, Eppie. Ouse. Yes. 90 degrees. So you see that he's about 1.5 yards from me, right? Over the course of the next few throws, watch his distance and watch his intensity coming in and making the turn. He's not being so sharp with me. Yes. Yeah, both directions I think is quite important. See how wide that was? Yes. And he committed to the turn. He was like, I'm. So what that's going to do is get the dog to move away from us a little bit. Get out of the way. And also give us the understanding that mine, I can't reach it. Oop, that's not it. That the flank, yeah, good man. That the flank is not like just a circle, right? Mine. Ready? Whoa. Oops, I don't, oh, good thing I didn't have the guest feature on. Showstopper-cam, yeah. So that little session with Eppie, I think that's a pretty important idea. I think a lot of people are, I don't know, romanticizing the flank, or, you know, if you're afraid of it, making it into some like giant killer beast that is impossible to understand. I think you're the dog, I turn this way, I throw out there. If I do that 20 times, you're the dog, I turn this way, where do you go? You go that way. Now you wind up 4 or 5 yards away, and then I can pull you a little bit. And I'll repeat the throw. 7, 8, 10 yards away, 12, 15 yards away. And then when I turn this way, you'll go 12 or 15 yards out there and 12 or 15 yards over there. And it isn't quite that simple, but it is. It is. And I don't demand distance control out of the team. I get about 5, 7, 8 yards, right? And that's a good enough working distance for me. Some of my dogs don't even have that distance. It's okay. I could probably do more time on that. I think Bo does some really good work with cones. Get out around the cones. He sets out like 4 cones, and the dog stays outside those. Really easy, or shouldn't say, well, actually it is really easy. Or I'm sorry, it's really simple to get the dog to stay out there. Not very easy. But that idea around get out, so I'm facing this way, I'm facing 12 o'clock, I throw at 9 or 10 o'clock. It'll bring the dog across the front. If I do that a bunch of times, the dog will leave me a little bit looser with a little more time. That would be awesome for a lot of people. If your dog nearly takes you off your feet when they go around and rushes you, a little bit of time there could be awesome. And then when the dog is on their way in, turning with them, you're the dog, instead of fielding you here where you blast me, I turn this way, I pull you a little bit, and I keep you moving. I disperse the pressure where we come and get together. I disperse that, and we work together from there. And then you can do some interesting movements out of that with that. So, why is the flank important in the game, Georgios? Way to set up a softball that's super deep that I could probably talk about for a few hours. So the flank is important in the game because it is a thoughtful, target-based catch, when we throw toss and fetch, we send our dogs around, we tell them to go, and we whip it out there, and they run their little asses off to go get it. We do our vault, right? We do a flip, we do a vault, we're getting ready for our out toss. Dog comes out of the vault, we look at the dog, boom, we whip it out there 12 to 15 yards right where that leaping catch is. Boom! Dog takes off, hammers that disc. Those situations are chase, and they're not very thoughtful. Neither of them are very thoughtful. When we throw a flanking toss or make a play after a flanking toss, or make a play on the flank, you kind of look at all of those as the same thing. The dog is out there, right over there, out in front, coming across. I make the throw, dog and disc meet for the leaping catch. Or dog misses disc, no hope at leaping catch. Those are the two choices. If I put it at 4 feet high, those are the only two choices. And that action of making that play from 8, 12, 15 yards away, and the dog going, okay, Ron has thrown it. It will be 4 feet high in, I don't know, 1.8 seconds. Let me get my shit together and put a killing strike on this disc. All that stuff happens the moment the handler releases the disc. And when we send the dog around for toss and fetch and they're chasing, that never happens. The situation is in such flux that the dog just groovily chases out there, or super aggro for a lot of dogs, chases the disc out there. And if it's going down like that, the dog is not exercising that thoughtful, methodical, target-based chasing and tracking. In addition to that, or what that additionally does, it forces the dog to collect and to learn more about collection, which I think is really, really important. Once the dog learns that, oh, I should slow my shit down and put my feet under me and put a leaping catch on that disc, okay, got it. That'll be easy. I can make that happen. As long as we just keep whipping discs around out there, the dogs never get that idea that, I should probably slow my shit down and make some thoughtful collection happen here. Good answer on that, Georgios? I hope so. Anybody else want to shout out? We have Georgios from Greece and Bo from, Australia. It might be Sim, but I think it's Bo. Might be both of them. Who knows? Cool. All right, so let's move on. And if you guys have a question, just fire it off out there. All right, so up next, we're going to go over some puppy bite work details. Oh, Anu, you're here too. I'm sorry, I did not mean to forget you. Yeah, pretty cool, right? So we're going to do bite work details with Deneen. Awesome. Bite work details with Wham. Here we go. And don't be shy, you guys. Hit me up. We can talk cool stuff. It works better that way. Are you ready? You want to do it again?
All right.
Ooh, I should not be here.
All right, we're going to go with round 2 with Wham. I dismissed her, sent her away, told her that I was off limits. And I'll go ahead and shape and capture her orientation.
Super funny. I'm going to... I should not be here. Oh, I should be here. Dismissing the dog, free shape and capture to start. I think this is a really big deal, especially we have a couple people with puppies here. So Wham is likely to do puppy things. Oh, what's going on? You know, that whole like butterfly in her head action, right? And most puppies are going to be like that. When we dismiss them, and she's out there, Kat's there, April's there, I think. There's a fence line, there are cows on the other side of the fence line, right where she is. Pretty exciting. I like to take a puppy and dismiss them and practice shaping and capturing engagement from the environment, foundationally speaking, like at my home place. I do it there, I do it in the house, and then I try and replicate that in some remote dog training and competition places. Jack does a good job of this as well. But she's just dismissed, and I'm waiting to Freeshape and capture.
It's all right. What I'm looking for here, we're not going to see it on camera, but the moment she orients or pays any attention to me, yes! Oh my gosh, that's amazing! Good work! Awesome! You ready? Whoa, you missed it.
Right, so her looking in and or orientating to me turned me on and made the game happen. So she's essentially initiating the game with precursor behaviors to engagement. And that puts value on the game itself, on the engagement itself. Ooh, I made that happen, right? Engagement is a cookie. And it also absolves the handler of responsibility and accountability for making the dog play. I think that's super important. Yeah, Anu, you have a Neapolitan mix there. That's a classic, awesome Frisbee dog mix. I would say. A lot of people would be looking for that. So yeah, Freeshape and capture the environment. Super awesome. Super important with a puppy. When the dog works to get interaction with you, and we reinforce, we make the behaviors leading to interaction and engagement more likely to happen, well, then getting engaged and all that shit much likelier to happen.
Taking it away from the dog. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Taking
it away, oh, yeah. Super important.
Gonna get a lot more out of that than get it, pushing it on her. Get it. Oh, get it. Yeah, ouse, yes. Wanna take it away from her. Oh, yeah. And taking it away from her so she misses even. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. And that's gonna build up her intensity for the target. It'll also help her deal with adversity when she doesn't get what she wants or what she feels like she needs. Yes, good girl. I'm gonna go back to that regrab, yes.
The criteria, the criteria for the bite is removal from the hand. That's critical, ladies and bows. Super important in Georgioses.
Yes, ouse. Yes.
Not
so she'll hold
on.
Through that marker and want to possess the disc. Good girl. Oh, she's vicious. Yeah. Ouse. Good
Yeah,
girl.
she's awesome, Bo.
All right, so I'm going to work
she's
eye
badass.
contact. Yes. Good. For the bite. So the trigger for the bite, come on, hot stuff, is the horizontal placement of the disc. I'm going to present that sort of dead. Oh, that's going to be right in front of her eye contact.
Yeah, complete
wait
beast.
For eye contact.
She's awesome.
Yes. Good, and that horizontal, just good. Ouse.
So attention makes the trigger happen.
The yellow one.
Attention makes the trigger happen.
Yes.
Teeth off.
The horizontal presentation
gets things going.
Is the trigger for the bite. Yes. Yes. Good girl. So now all the.
Yeah. So let's talk about that real quick, Deneen. Great name, by the way. Deneen has a. Are they all Greek and Roman pantheon, right? I think it's Greek and Roman. I think you've done both. Anyway, Adonis has the strong herding thing of laying down at a distance and just stays there and watches. He's getting better at engaging, but I feel like I need to make it happen with my limited available time to train. That is a common feeling, Deneen. And you can't make it happen. Sorry. He has to pull the trigger on that. He has to do that, not you. What you want to do is you want to make it likely to happen, right? You want to set up the situation where it is fucking Romans, man. Romans. It's so funny, I'm thinking about that Richie Havens quote, you know, Washington's groovy. That's what I said. And it is for Romans. Washington's groovy for Romans. So the you can't get him to stop doing that. He has to stop doing that. And I think the way to do that is eye contact, yes, bite. Eye contact, yes, roller. You want to get him to do something that makes you act, that stops the border collie eye, right? The eye stalk, right? So he needs to do something to make you do something that makes the eye and lying down impossible to happen. And then he'll make things happen to make you do things, and your team movement and interaction will avoid that situation. You want to avoid that situation. When you try to get him to stop doing that, he lies down and gives you eye contact, right? He's working. He's doing exactly what he thinks you should do. And if you start like yelling at him, Adonis, do this, Adonis, do that, right? Now he's in the game. This lying down and eyeball behavior, right, is making my handler do things. When my handler does the right thing or something I like, I'll get up and move, right? And so that puts the shaping, that puts the clicker in the dog's hand. You don't fucking want that. You don't want that at all. You want the clicker in your hand. If he lies down, you can wait for eye contact if you can distinguish that from the down. Yes, roller, yes, bite. You could out yes, bite, and skip the down altogether. You want to avoid that, and you want to get a behavior that leads to the cessation of lying down and eye contact out in the field. You want to mark that behavior and reinforce with more play and movement. Yes, you are being shaped. You could dismiss Georgios, and you could do it consequently. Yeah, you could do that. But if the dog is, if the dog likes to like stalk from a down, you know what I mean? Likes to plot and whatnot, I could see it being reinforcing. I'd rather avoid it to start with. Deneen, I would be doing a lot of out yes bite and out yes roller. And I'd be doing a shit ton of multiple disc work. I wouldn't be doing a bunch of toss and fetch single disc work. Could be too much practice. I mean, that's always the thing with that stuff. I like to avoid it as best I can, right? And I'm kind of at a loss to lay out some ideas of what behavior I'm going to use to pull the dog out of the down and the eye contact. Action, action, action. Really important for those dogs with eye. Nice and clear too. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Georgios. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then dismiss the dog and let him lie down and eyeball you with nothing happening. That's what I would like to see happen. All right, what else do we got? Yeah. So dismiss before that happens, and try to allow. So you could he lies down. Go do dog stuff. You could just completely do that anytime he lies down, right? That would be probably not a big deal, especially if he's a tough guy, he wants to work. So you could dismiss a dog at any time. You could allow the dog to lie down, like notice it, take note of it, figure out what the situation is, avoid that situation. Really important part of it, by the way. You want to not have that situation happen as best you can. So you want to be present and aware of what's happening when that happens, like after I miss or counterclock this, or when she's frustrated or when he's frustrated, it happens. And then figure out something that breaks that right away and mark and reinforce that and try and gloss over that part of the game. You got 12 o'clock also.
Can be trouble. I want to give as well.
Potential
so what I'm
place.
Do, mine is I'm going to give the verbal. Yes.
Sure thing, Sage.
And then I'm going to offer some lax resistance. Right? And this is going to be a prompt switch. Oh, get it. Mine. And then I'll go easy. Yes. So the verbal of mine is not strong. The physical, oh yeah. The physical of the dead fish tug, you see that there's no, yes, load on that. I want to present the verbal, mine, and then I want to go dead fish. Yes. Good. Oh, what happened?
See you, Georgios.
Good girl. Mine, and present that dead fish. Yes. Good. Ouse. Yes. Ouse. Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yes. Removal from the hand. Ouse. Yes. Mine. Dead fish. Yes. Awesome. You're amazing.
Whoa.
Great work, Wham. That's awesome.
Super funny. So the Bitework stuff, taking it away from the dog. Fuck yeah, man. Taking it away, take it away, take it away. Ooh, you almost got it. That playful teasing is really important. You want your dog to try and get it. That's what's important. That they get it doesn't even matter, right? It doesn't even matter as long as they have fun trying to get it. That's the key element. Saying that, you have to be careful that you're not like playing games where, ooh, you can't get it over here, you can't get it over here, you can't get it over here, you can't get it anywhere. And then the dog stops and looks at you and doesn't know how to play, right? You want them to almost get it, get it. Whoa, that was amazing. Get it, almost get it. Oh my gosh, go do dog stuff, but I almost got it, right? You want to have that kind of relationship, that kind of playful thing with it. It can't be you burning the dog over and over. Oh, you want it over here? You can't have it, can't have it. And it's pretty easy to juxtapose those two, to conflate those two ideas. Don't do that. Take it away from her playfully. Take it away from the dog playfully. Mango. Take it away from the dog playfully and, have fun. Tease the dog with it in a good way. And I think you'll find you have nice engagement. Dismiss before your session so you can free shape and capture engagement. And dismiss early and often. Not demonstrated in this video with Wham, unfortunately. I didn't dismiss her early enough. I think I do in one of these. We got a couple more Wham videos coming. That's important. That trigger When the disc turns horizontal, bang. Really important. Eye contact, yes. Bite. Now the dog is doing something in order to earn the bite. That makes them self-reliant, self-disciplined, and it also makes the bite a valuable thing that's earned. And I think that's important as well. These Wham videos are pretty nice. You should probably watch them a couple times. I'm looking forward to using them quite a bit for instructional purposes. Sage Paw asked tips on a faster retrieve. Perfect. We can hit on that. Let me see. What do we got coming up next here? Oh yeah. Yeah, we can hit on that. You're gonna have to remind me a little later. We don't have anything directly on that, so we'll slip it in somewhere. Bo, let me favorite that. Come back to it. So yeah, tips on a faster retrieve. Out yes bite. Out yes roller. Which means multiple discs when you're training your retrieve, right? Out yes bite is essentially back chaining a very fast give, right? It places the value on the handler. Throwing a roller behind you, cue the out at 20 yards, and turn around and fire a disc directly the opposite direction from where the dog is coming from, like as far as you can. So if you throw 40 yards and your dog is 25 yards behind you, you have just sent your dog on a 65-yard catch. Good luck, dog. Hope you're there in time, right? And so out yes bite, super exciting. Out yes 65-yard, oh shit, I'm late throw. The dog will start to hustle back to you. And if you don't give the drop cue, you're going to be standing there with an empty hand. The dog will perform the give from the back chain. Oleg, what's up? Good to see you. So that's what I would work for the retrieve, and I would also work a bunch of multiple disc stuff in general, with lots of piercing, lots of passing and piercing the handler's plane. A lot of dogs that have only played toss and fetch, they only play in front of the handler. Mango, dude, please. All right, and hopefully that's helpful for, you can look up flipping the field for toss and fetch. Flipping the field on pvibe.com. If anyone wants to find that link and drop it in chat, I'll give them a moderator's wrench to do that. So yeah, here, let's watch this crazy fucking video. I love this.
Like it. What's up? Nice. Nice. Yeah, still now, Peter. Slow down, move. No, I wish you roll. Oh, nice. And I get on the side, signal, jump it. Slow down, this girl, the visit. Yeah. Hey. There, I read. Where's my voice? No, I did it. Sha RUGASH now, next that. Yeah, my band of Marsh, this podcast deal. Best, if there was that, this shit, and him out to the eater. Be beside that. Now, snow, you know, this. Now, snow, you know, this, that's no, next. Sha RUGASH. Whoa. No, I wish you roll. Yeah. Was what going next to the girl or ring is Sha RUGASH. Said Sha RUGASH in a ground cash. Mouse messes up steals and they begin to neck. Said no. War going next door for them. Girl or ring is you're ready for yourself. Be delicious. What's up? Easy air. Delicious from it. You didn't start by Sha RUGASH show sauce.
I freaking love it, man. It's so funny. Makes me laugh. Maybe I'll share the proper direction one. It's the Sugar Rush video from Updog. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, the whatchamacallit I use this LUT. It's a filter essentially for video, and it's really awesome. I love what it does to the sky and to the trees and shit, but it makes my hair blue in a lot of lighting situations, so I have a lot of blue hair videos, which is awesome, being in Florida and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, Sugar Rush now possible within Updog Frizzagility. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Rollers for Sugar Rush, kind of cool. Is that it? Oh, that's awesome. Here, we can watch this. This is actually okay. Where can I put it? Let me see here. I'll put it on the Sugar Rush one.
Like it. What's up?
So this is kind of cool. Oh, it's just so that's a Sugar Rush. All right, I'll play it one more time. See the disc in the sweet spot right in front of me? This is 4-way play level 2. There's a disc in the sweet spot. The definition of the sweet spot is dog, handler, and disc in the sweet spot at the T in time. And all discs, dogs, and handlers are live if in the air before the T in time. So I made the throw. So that throw, the pink disc is nowhere. Time. Right by my foot is a disc on the ground. Dog is in the sweet spot. I'm in the sweet spot. Throw is in the air. Catch is made in the zone. Sugar Rush. That isn't the one that I wanted. But that's kind of a cool video. I didn't know I had that. Let me see here. Kind. That didn't help. Updog roller. Come on, Ron. You gotta do better on the video thing, dude. I gotta figure out a way to handle all the videos that I have. They're big files, and so they're everywhere, right? And they're hard to keep track of. And so here I am searching for some friggin' dumb thing right here that we're doing. Nope. Oh well. Can't find it. There's a cool Sugar Rush video that Jack and I did. It's out there. We'll put it on the show someday. All right. We'll see you, Bo. Thanks a bunch. Super cool hanging out with you. Stay safe and sane down there. You gotta manage both somehow. Good luck. I think you'll do it. So yeah, Sugar Rush now available in Fragility. Rollers are available for the Sugar Rush. I'm bummed I can't find that video. Gurus bring down empires. Not a guru. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We have another Wham video, puppy stuff. This is bridging the take, getting a catch out of a puppy, leveraging Bitework, and making the dog miss, that playful kind of teasing I was talking about earlier, on display in this next video. Get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. We got good. Everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDog Weekly. I'm here with Wham. Wham! Yeah! She's a tiny, awesome little face smasher. She's pretty good Frisbee dog already. She's done lots of up dog games. Come on, Wham. She's a Wookiee. I'm just gonna work some basic catching stuff. Oh, I know, yeah. See, you were too advanced for this drill, Wham. Come here. Yes, good girl. Ouse, yes. Oh, come on. Yes. Yes, good. So the idea here is to get the bite working and to get the bite working as a cookie, right? Get the dog flying around after the bite. And then I'm gonna toss it to myself, ask the dog to get it. And we're gonna use that to shape and capture and back chain the catch. It's super awesome. It works. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring her around. Works great for all dogs, by the way. Dogs that are just getting started, it's really nice. A lot like that foundational setup move drill we do. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Pulling them around a couple times is a good idea. And I'm gonna bring her around, and then I'm gonna do this thing called bridging the take. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna toss to myself, and give her the bite. Ready? We'll shape that into a catch. Give her the bite. In 4 or 5 throws. How vicious you are. We need a camera on that. You are very vicious. Oh God, so funny. Come on. Toss to myself. Yes. Hang on, you guys have to see this. It's so funny. It's unfortunate I didn't get a good shot of this. She viciously snarls at it. What happened? Before she bites it. Yeah. She gives it a dirty look. Ouse. She gives it stink eye, then she growls, then she bites it. It's super cute. Ooh, she likes to go counter. Yeah. So that throw right there really surprised her. So I'm gonna toss it to myself. Yes, good. And then have her bite it. I really want you guys to see this vicious, vicious dog. Come on, you ready? You shouldn't do this, by the way. Yes. Should have stuck with the program. Come on, big mama. Good thing she's a gamer and stuck with the program for me. Yes, good. Let's go over here. She's like, why would I want that one? I got a brand new one here. I like the yellow one. Okay. Yes, good. So now that throw to myself, let's go. Is much closer. Toss it to myself. Yes, good. In time to the catch. And I'm just gonna bring that tossing it to myself thing. Look at her. Look at her get vicious. Rah. She's like a devil dog. Closer and closer. Oh, yes. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Would you want it? You want it? I'm gonna get more by taking it away from her. You ready? Yes.
Yes, good.
Yeah, and she almost put a catch.
Yes. Oh, that's it.
Put a catch on it
Yes.
that time.
Come on. Yes. Yes, good girl. Whoa, don't knock it over. Why are you knocking it over? You are ruining the production stuff, Wham. Not helpful. You ready? Let's go. Ready? Let's go. Yes, good. Yes, awesome. So you can see her ouse. Yes. Starting to jump on this target here. Yes, good girl. And I'm giving her all the time in the world. Yes. Oh, yeah. Do you want it? Yes. Yes. And now all I have to do is remove my hand from the equation. Wham. Come on, big mama. Yes, good girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Remove my hand from the equation. That's a nice little leap. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Criteria for the bite is removal from the hand. Ready? Yes.
Whoa, she caught it. Whoa. She is amazing.
Good. And she caught that one before I touched it. Ouse. Yes. I'm going to go here, make the toss. Yay! Go Wham! Awesome. So that's it. Bridging the take with Wham! Ouse. Did you ruin the big finish, Wham? Wham!
She did ruin it. She ruined
Bridging
it.
the take with Wham! Yeah, good girl. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl.
Regrab, super important, guys. Super important. Taking it away from the dog.
Good try. Oh, I see you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Ouse. Yes. Ready? Yes. Awesome. Wow.
Whoa.
Or should I say, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Good work. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a total badass. Total badass. Wham is Jack and Kat's young Aussie. She's a Wookiee. She's totally a Wookiee. She makes Wookiee noises all the time. It's super cute. She's super talented dog. So yeah, we've got just a couple more things. Let's bust through them. Let's bust right through them. Any questions? Totally willing to take them. I don't have any Patreon grifting and begging for money. You know what I do have though? I have 20 how many days until the USDDN? Come on now. Hey. It should totally do that. Oh no, I broke it. I broke them both. Here, I can do that. I gotta do that shit. I gotta do that shit manually, guys. It's not okay. And then countdown to the spooky jam. 38 days to Halloween. 21 days to the USDDN finals. Pretty exciting. They're right here in Pacific, Missouri at our home field. Eppie gonna have the home field advantage. So yeah, let's do behind the back throws. Get your questions ready. Hit me up if you need anything. Let's check it out. The USDDN is
Ron Watson,
in
Positive
Pacific,
Vibe, DiscDog.Live
Missouri
Weekly.
this year.
Gonna work on behind the back, under the leg, things that use the body to create the flick. Check it out.
Look at that sweet hoodie.
One of the biggest problems people have with this throw is getting spin on it and getting it to go forward. So people tend to hold it flat and rigid and let it go, right? And it kind of, and it doesn't have a lot of spin. If instead we leave it loose with a fan grip and crack it on our back, I mean, you can see that flick right there. That flick is gonna set the wing and it's gonna set the forward momentum real well for us. This throw should almost come out automatically because it's popping off of the body. It's popping off of the body and it's snapping to the front. We call that body as flick. Again, you want to leave the disc loose, pop it.
Oleg, you gotta be chill, dude. It's like a fidget. You gotta let it happen. You can't make it happen. It's like letting the punch stay loose until it hits, right? Versus making a tight fist and punching out, right? Being loose until it hits. Think like that. I think you have that in your athletic history, and it should be a big lesson, I would imagine. And it's completely applicable here. And so what we're doing with this is we're literally completely loose, and the arm hits the back, right? And when the arm hits the back, that's when the flick happens, right? And so I'm just holding it literally dead, and when it hits there, it snaps. But you got to be loose for that to happen. You can't be rigid.
Let it droop and pop. And that's actually hurting my pinky. It's snapping so hard. And that pop.
Yeah, vicious. Hurt so savage. It hurt my pinky.
Spin. And it's also what's going to send the disc flying forward in a reliable angle. With the loose grip, with the loose fan grip, the centripetal force going around the body is what's going to lift the disc up to flat. If we hold it flat, we'll get in this situation where we're probably going to throw
behind the back roller
or an Anheuser shot. If
That'd
we
be
leave
sweet.
it droop and leave it loose, when it hits at the back, it'll lift up to flat. And that lifting up to flat is really important. If we hold it flat, we're gonna get that Annie shot. Let it droop, loose fan grip, let it pop up to the top, let it pop up to flat when it hits the back. This might be best illustrated using an under the leg throw. If I hold a rigid grip and release early, comes out with that dead spin and dead release.
How do you do with nunchucks, Oleg?
Spin, or this flick, and this one. If I hit my knee pit with the disc, with a loose wrist and a fan grip, the disc pops out with lots of...
These throws, when you're doing them in the fashion that I'm laying out here, using the body as flick, they come off exactly the same way every time. The mechanical tolerances and the mechanical the mechanics are just very repeatable. It's astonishing, man. Like how reliable the angles are, the spin is, etc., versus throwing it without hitting a part of your body.
Spin. And a real solid setting of the wing. We can go under either leg, so I can put this left leg forward. And again, I'm going to throw a couple without the body as flick, and a couple using the body as flick.
Look at that, that's so sad.
You see how soft and fluffy that throw is? It doesn't have a lot of spin. There's my flick, right? There's the flick.
Yeah, look at the difference.
By hitting the back of the leg.
And look at the difference in how the disc flies.
Crack, crack. So using the body as flick, loose disc, fan grip, pop. It's really gonna set the wing real strong for us and make sure that disc spins well and the wing gets set well. On the behind the back throw, another problem people tend to have is clearing the back, getting around the back. If you stand forward, it's kind of hard. It's a little easier if you use your body as flick, but it's kind of hard to clear your back. A couple ways we can deal with this. We can step to the right with the right foot, and that'll clear the back. We can step across. A lot of ladies like to use this one. Step across with the left leg.
Yeah, Deneen, for both of them there is, right? For sure, flexibility required for those under the leg throws. In order to do both of them, there definitely is. But one of them should be available to you, depending on how your body likes to move. I totally agree that both of them are. But one of them should be comfortable for you biomechanically.
Pulling that hip forward, that left hip forward, so we can then go down
Back
the
that
line.
up a little bit too.
Cross, a lot of ladies like to use this one. Step across, and that'll clear the back. We can step across. A lot of ladies like to use this one. Step across with the left leg.
Yep.
Pulling that hip forward, that left hip forward, so we can then go down the line.
Yeah,
so we can
and
step out to the right.
So with most things in throwing, there's a bias to one position or another, or one mechanical function or another. The under the front leg, some people are really good at that. Under the back leg, some people are way better at that. Vaulting counterclock, like underneath with this throw, right? That one there, versus the Tyrannosaur clockwise vault, right? There's a bias within that as well. Stance shifting, a neutral stance shift, jab steps, rear foot comes to the front foot steps back, body stays neutral, versus rear foot stepping forward or front foot stepping back in order to shift stances. There's a bias there as well. We have a lot of biases in terms of movement, and usually one of them works. You know, which is, I guess, why we have a bias, but anyway.
Clear the back, or we can step to the right with the left to clear the back. A problem that we have when throwing under the leg is if we get down here like this, the disc tends, if we lean our...
This, Deneen, this here, what I'm talking about right here is probably why you're lifting your leg. There's this recumbent position. You don't want to be in this position because you can't get the wing up. You throw it in the dirt. And you're lifting your leg in order to accomplish the angle change. You can also lift your shoulders up and rock
chest
back.
Forward. The disc tends to go down. So what we want to do is we want to get in this kind of position here where the chest is up and the hips are down.
And Deneen, I would try under my right leg from here. And I would also switch stances and go under my left leg from here. with that same idea of that slightly recumbent thing. And what you're going to find is one of those positions is going to work for you.
Kind of a funky position.
Mechanically.
You'll have to figure it out. You have to get used to it. But for
and of course, your under the leg throw, lifted leg, I'm sure it's plenty
now
cool.
The disc, the wing can be up. If I lean forward, the wing wants to go down. If I lean back, the disc wants to go up. Try it from this direction. So if I lean forward, the tendency is for the wing to go down. If I lean back, it's easy for me to get the wing up. Another way that we can get around that is to use the other leg. It's much easier to keep the chest up here. It's easy to keep the wing up. If we get forward, the wing wants to go down. So we can use that other leg to drive the wing up. I'll kind of show you that here. I think I'll shoot 1, 2, 3 on this one. Try it with the left leg forward. We'll go 1, 2, 3.
So the slight change between each of the targets is really awesome. If you can get something that has multiple targets.
All right, to recap.
It's really nice.
Loose fan grip. Leave it loose all the way around, centripetal force, and the hitting of the back will lift the disc to flat. It'll establish a lot of spin and a strong wing. Body is flick, loose, pop. Clearing the body, step to the right with the right foot. We'll open up the body for that disc to pass by. Or we can step to the right with the left foot, pulling the left hip forward so the disc can fly by. Our recumbent body position, we want to be back here under the leg so the wing can stay up.
Southfield style. You're from Southfield, right, Deneen?
So we got boom and the other leg, pow. There you go. Behind the back, under the leg, body is flick, go to it.
Yep, you can take the boy out of Utica, but you can't take the Utica out of the boy. That's how that works, you know. Or you can take the boy out of Michigan, but you can't take the Michigan out of the boy. So, yeah, you should do more squats, Deneen. More squats. 5 squats a day. Do 5 squats a day. Yeah. I need to follow that as well. I started to and I didn't stick with it. I know. And you know what? It literally only takes starting out with like 6 a day, and in no time you're doing 30, and in no time you're doing 60. It's super easy. So cool. Any questions or chit chat on the behind the back stuff? Anyone? All right, let's see, where am I going? Oh, here, check this out. Right, how cool is that? All right, okay, I guess I'm gonna, I have one more video. It's another Wham video. And then I'll hit on some other questions if anybody has any. I'd love to hit on those questions. We did a bunch of puppy stuff, but yeah, let's keep her rolling. Here we go. Bridging the take 2 with Wham. I shouldn't be here.
Whoa,
reverse roller.
Reverse roller. What? That's crazy. You ready? Let's go. Come on. What? Oh, she's like, I know that trick already, Rob. I don't need any more work on that. I told you were too advanced for this. All right, I think we're good. That was awesome. Ready? Oh, yeah. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes, good girl. Oh, she's making hay with the production again. Hey, let's do that counter. Come on.
Yeah, I'd work clock and counter on this right away too,
Yes,
by the way.
good. Ouse. Yes.
I think that's rather important.
It's like, hey. Yes. Yes, good girl. Awesome.
Yeah, become a patron.
You're amazing. Go do dog stuff. No more for you. Sorry.
This live stream brought to you by our patrons.
That's it. There's no more. There is no more.
There is no more. That's it. That is it. All right. I know. The USDDN finals are here in 21 days, 22 hours, 27 minutes, and 20 seconds. Sagepaw. Here in Pacific, Missouri. So the finals were canceled. There's a national finals here, or a North American finals, but it's a national because nobody can come from anywhere. And then Japan is having a finals as well. So I need to add a stinger, or is it in here? Grr. It should be in here somewhere, but I'll just make a new one. I have to make, and it's a bummer. It's an illegal. Not illegal, but it's a. Let me know if you guys can see anything weird here. I'm trying something new. There is a, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, I know where it was. Hang on. Sorry guys, should have stuck with it. I had it. Everything. Okay, and this should not. Nice. So, is this just me on the screen? And back to live mode. Oops, hang on. We'll see if this is gonna do it. No, I didn't want that. Oh well. Almost did it. I almost accomplished it silently. Did not work. So, so yeah, I have one more little thing, I think. There is not much left to do, not much left to say. Anybody have any parting words? All right. USDDN, Pacific, Missouri. 21 days from now, it's going to happen. Eppie will be there. He'll be there. Super cool. I'm going to play MemeRoll number 4 to play us out. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a bunch for hanging out. Hit me up whenever. Yeah, go do people's stuff. Maybe. See ya.
Sidewalks for regular walking, not for fancy